Hi everyone, I hope you all can hear me. Just confirm with a yes in the chat or use the mic to actually say it out aloud. We are somewhere around 14 people in the session. If you are facing any issues, please call the support number. I have shared the support number in the chat as well. Thank you so much for confirming, guys. I'm muting all of you for now. Feel free to unmute yourself and speak up whenever you want. Otherwise, there's always some kind of background noise, like you all probably have experienced in the previous few minutes, that there was some background noise of people moving in, traffic, horn, maybe kitchen, you drinking out something. So, just to avoid all those noises, we have kept everyone on mute. Feel free to unmute yourself and speak up whenever you feel like. I'll be happy to listen you out directly. And if you're not comfortable with the mic, obviously the chat using the chat option is also readily available. I'll be looking down to the chats or whichever is coming in throughout. So Rishi is actually facing in issues. Rishi, please call support number. So if you're facing any issues, just call the support number instead of using the chat, because I'll not be able to help you out in the session because other people are also there. So that's why we have the support team number who can actually give you a quick help and guide you out directly, like how we can, what you can do to get connected into the session. Usually, logging out and logging into the session, closing down the tab, usually works around. Otherwise, restarting the laptop is also a quick fix. Absolutely. And if your internet is breaking in between, if my voice is cracking in between, just close down all tabs which are running on Facebook, on internet, like Facebook, YouTube, Dropbox syncing, probably WhatsApp, because they continuously refresh and they continuously work into syncing out the data real time basis, so they take up a lot of bandwidth. So that was the basic ground rule of this and almost all other sessions which will be coming in. Facing issues, log out, log in, restart your laptop, voice is breaking, just close down all tabs which are running on internet and focus on the session only. And it's actually ideal to not use Facebook, not use WhatsApp, not use YouTube, or not even watch TV while you are learning with us. So let's get started. My name is Divya Mahajan, and I'm part of product team at Digital Vidya. My role here is to ensure that the course program and the training material and the LMS and other supporting material is as per what industry requires and what, in order to make you industry ready. Feel free to reach out to me if you need any help, any support throughout the program. But the first person you need to connect with is your coordinator. We'll discuss all the course related progress, how you can get connected, how you can stay in touch with our team, and how you can make the most of the program in the next 3, 4, 6 months, based upon what duration you have enrolled into. Um, this session we'll not be learning anything specific or anything related to digital marketing as such. Instead, we'll be learning a lot more about how you can become a digital marketer based upon what objective you have. So, considering all of you have joined into the program, based upon specific objective, like you want to be a digital get a job, you want to kickstart your business, you want to promote your business, you want to get freelance opportunities, you want to change your career, anything like that, we'll understand how you can achieve that using this program. So I but before kickstarting with the program, I would like to understand who you are, where you are coming from, in terms of what's your experience, what are you doing currently, and why did you join the program. So I would request all of you to share what are you doing currently? Are you a student? Are you working with some organization? At what profile you are working at? What course you are doing? And why did you join the program? Feel free to use the mic or chat, whichever is comfortable to contribute.
Hi Divya.
Hi, who's this?
Hello.
I'm sorry.
Uh, Hi Divya, Saili here.
Hi, Sally. Yes, please tell me.
Hi, I'm in Mumbai and I have 5 years of experience in HR operations, and I've taken this course to get more growth in my career and to get a good career path. And digital marketing being a good growing path in the current scenario, so I have decided to do this course so that I can get a good job and get a good growth in my career.
Super. Thank you so much for sharing, Sally. So, Sally is here.
Yeah.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing, Sally.
Yeah.
Swaroop, I'm sorry, I just marked you. At the rate Shreya, please call the support number. Oops. So we have Swaroop who is pursuing his MBA, and then we have Haritha and is from Kerala and is currently between her jobs. Thank you so much for joining in, Haritha. Aman is self-employed, running an ad agency. Superb. So you are probably here to actually expand your agency offerings or get more clients. Rishi is here. Is working with a bank and has 10 years of experience in corporate banking and sales profile. He manages medium and large scale companies and look forward to training to the training to help him with launch his own agency. Thank you so much for sharing, Rishi. Shiva is from Hyderabad, working as an executive assistant. Has 2.5 years of experience and wants to switch to a digital marketing. Um, Rajesh is working as a visiting faculty right now in a management college and is planning to kickstart to shift back into corporate again and think the platform of digital marketing will help him to get back into the digital marketing world. Thank you so much for sharing, Rajesh. Soham is doing PGDM in marketing and is from Bangalore. Believe that Soham wants to kickstart his career with digital marketing itself. Um, Jay is a BBA graduate and have just started working and want to get experience in digital marketing so that he can become a freelancer later in life. Thank you so much for sharing, Jay. Sarfaraz is an e-commerce professional with 10 years of experience and wants to learn digital marketing. Thank you so much for sharing, Sarfaraz. Guys, feel free just use or share messages to everyone instead of sending it privately to me, so that we all can read out who you are and can know you better. Um, then Atul is from Gurgaon. What share more about you, Atul, please? Why did you join the program? What you are doing currently? Ranjot is from working as a senior counselor in Mumbai, and his objective is to get high-paying jobs in. Oh, he's from Ludhiana, and he wants to get jobs in Ludhiana. Thank you so much for sharing. Minakshi is a marketing head at a solar manufacturing company. Superb. Thanks for sharing, Minakshi. So you are here to learn digital marketing to do better or grow as a marketing professional. Okay, thank you so much for sharing, everyone. I think most of you have shared. I'm not sure Chetan shared his profile. Chetan, can you hear me? Please share your profile. Priyanka. She has just shared it now. She's doing her MBA and wants to get into digital marketing. Thank you so much for sharing, Priyanka. Sankar, I think even you have not shared your profile. Please do that. Yes, Siva did. Yes, he did. Yeah. Superb. Thank you so much for sharing your profile, guys. We are great with the session. So let's get started and we can move forward. I hope we can get started with the program. Today's session will not really be a 3 hour session. This will be a 1.5 hour session. Expected to be winding up by probably around 11:30ish, and that's purposely because we have a really big assignment which needs to be completed in next 1 week. So this is one of the complex assignments we have in the program. So just to give you extra hours, considering we usually have assignments for 2 hours or so, this assignment will take up to somewhere around 4.5 hours to complete. So we want you to have that extra time. So that's why we are keeping this session short. Ensure that you complete the assignment by next Sunday. We'll discuss what that assignment is, how to do it in the last part of this program, as it's all about creating the online presence, which is your website building or a blog building. But before that, what we do is we'll discuss what is this course, how is this course structured, what are the challenges of learning digital marketing, are you ready for learning digital marketing, some pitfalls to avoid um, when you are learning with us, what is needed from your side, and some expectations we have as Digital Vidya, as your training partner, which we want you to ensure or follow while doing the program with us. And lastly, we'll discuss the assignment. So that's quickly taking out the agenda. And can you all confirm if you all can see the green guy on my screen? Super. Thank you for confirming, guys. So this green guy on the screen is you, and there are three core things which actually helps you or works towards making you the digital marketer which industry wants and which you need to in order to get that business growth, set up that agency, make a switch from HR to marketing profile. Everything will revolve around these three things. So the very first one is your live session. Like what you are attending today, each live session will have some expert from the industry who has been taking up or working as a digital marketer for past many years. And the average experience level of our trainers is actually 10.5, 10.6 years. So we want you to experience the knowledge and the tips and tricks which these trainers have with themselves and they want to share with you. All that will happen in the live session. So ensure that you connect with the trainers in the live session, ask them questions, ask them inputs on what you are doing right, what are you doing wrong, and focus a lot of learning on the learning part from these trainers. Considering these trainers are also working as a consultant, as marketing heads of different brand, as freelancer, or are actually running down their own agency or their own business, they are not really available outside the live session. So if you want to connect with the trainer at a personal level, live session is the place to be. So ensure that you are attending all the live sessions. If you are missing out any session, you can just join into the session from a mobile phone. All you have to do is download the GoToMeeting app. I've written down the name in the chat as well. Just download the app and attend the session from mobile phone. It's much more easier. It's a lot more quicker to join into the session using the app. But at the same time, I personally recommend to always try joining into the session from a laptop or a desktop, because the screen is wide and there will be some occasions in which you might feel that, oh, I'm not able to read down the data clearly, especially in modules like web analytics, where there is a lot of information in a small screen. So it's recommended to do it using a laptop or desktop. But at the same time, if you have a great mobile phone or an iPad, or iPad is obviously a solution, or a tablet will always be a solution. Um, you can do that. And if you're not really able to attend the session, like you really can't attend it, in such situation, ensure that you watch through the recording before attending the next session. So, for example, if you missed today's session, ensure that before coming in to the next Sunday session, you watch today's recording. That's because each session will be dependent upon your previous session. So, if you miss out learning out the basics, you might face challenges with what's coming up later. So it's better to actually get connected and ensure that you have the base ready to learn more new things. Considering we'll be also sharing out recording of each session with you, irrespective of the fact whether you have attended it or not. Even if you have attended it, you'll get the recording, so you can refer to the recordings for revisions as well. Um, you will get an email with the recording URL, probably in 3 to 4 days after the session. We usually take somewhere around 3 to 4 days to send out the recording. Otherwise, you can also ask your coordinator to give you an access to an old session recording for a smoother experience or for a quicker support. So that's about the live session and the trainer. But I'm sure that all of you probably have some questions like, what will I do if I face challenges outside the live session? Um, Especially if it is like I'm working on my assignment and I face some issues that, guys, is my voice clear, or was it breaking? It showed me that it is probably breaking out, so I just wanted to check. It was now. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll just repeat out. It probably broke for a little, for a few seconds. I'm sorry for that. I'll just repeat out what I was saying. So I'm expecting all of you probably will be having some questions like, what will I do if I am facing problems while doing the assignment? What will I do if I am facing problems while working on my business, or while really actually implementing the things which I have learned? How to get that query resolved? So in such situation, we have a team of training assistants who will actually help you out with your assignments and with your Q&As. In terms of the fact, they'll not really help you out with doing your assignment, but they'll approve your assignment. They'll give you suggestions of what things you did right, what things you did wrong, and what are the areas you can improve. At the same time, they will also help you out in terms of answering your questions on the Q&A platform. So if you're stuck somewhere, if you need immediate support, all you have to do is put your query in the Q&A platform, and our team of training assistants will respond to your query within 24 to 48 hours on the Q&A platform. If it is something which is really complex, we might take up to 48 hours to respond. Otherwise, it usually takes 24 hours to get your queries responded. So ensure that you complete all the assignments, irrespective of the fact the number of the times they get disapproved. We don't have a cap on that. We don't really count how many disapproves you get. But we surely measure that whether your assignment is approved or disapproved while you're learning with us. That's basically because we want to ensure that whatever you are learning, you are really implementing that learning in the real world. So, in order to get Digital Vidya certification, in order to get your course completion certificate, you must appear or clear out the assignments every time it is assigned. We usually have a period of 1 week to complete the assignment. You can ask for an extension, but that should be occasional and that should be sent out to your coordinator over email. But try completing the assignments on time so that you don't face a lot of backlog once you are on the verge of completing the course. So always feel free to use the Q&A platform, whether it is today, whether it is after a period of like 4 or 5 years, when you're working in the real world and you're facing some challenges. You can always use the Q&A platform to ask your query and get your queries responded by our team. So does this make sense? Any questions about our trainer, training assistants, assignments, live session Q&A? I know I've been bombarding with you with a lot of information. Q&A platform will answer queries related, not just related to assignment, but about anything or any challenge, any input you need with your experience in digital marketing. So if even if it is something which is outside the scope of the course, like you need or probably want to learn, have some question about something which is not very much into the course, we'll be happy to help you out in most of the cases. In certain cases we might not, but yeah, it's not just specific to lessons or to the sessions or to the assignment. You can ask any queries about digital marketing as a topic. I want to know, if you're stuck while doing the assignment, who will provide us the training assistant? Minakshi, what you do is you can ask the query on the Q&A platform that I'm stuck at this step of this assignment. That's the best way out. But for a few assignment, for example, like this week's assignment, where you have to build up an online presence, you can give a call to your coordinator and they can support you out um, with your assignment. But this is not true for all the assignment. But yeah, in most of the assignments, you can do that. Do we get some sort of capstone project? Rajesh, we have a project all together. Like this week, you have to create a website of your own. We'll talk about the theme of the website and everything at the later stage. And throughout the program, what you have to do is promote your website, build your website, optimize your website, and do everything which you're learning with us on that website, which will be your project. So the better you do it, the better your project submission would be. Any more question, guys?
Divya,
Any? Yes.
hello.
Yes, Ellie, we can hear you.
Uh, yeah, so website development you said just now. So will you be helping us to develop a website?
Chetan has some similar question as well. Thanks for asking, Sally. We'll discuss how to do
Yeah,
it. We have a complete task on how to create a website. I'll help you with deciding how to
yeah.
set up your theme. But considering it's a bit technical, we have videos in which you can actually follow it on your own pace. So it's a very detail oriented, step by step guidance task which we have for you. You will have to do that in this
Mm,
1 week. And if you are stuck somewhere in
yeah.
that, our coordinators will help you out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. Does it has to be a dummy website or a blog? It's not really a dummy website. It is a real blog or a real website. Or you can create your own company's website as well if you don't have one. So we will not be calling it a dummy website ever in the program. It's your real blog which you have to focus on. and set it up, because that's how you will be positioning yourself as a marketer. So the better the blog is, the more the chances of you, um, the better digital marketer you will be proven to the industry. If you already own a website, you can use that. We'll discuss all website related questions after a period of time. I'm pausing out all the questions for now. We'll discuss all these questions in the later section. I don't want to take up website related questions for now. Um, Rajesh, Minakshi, Siva, I'll take up all your questions at the later stage, not now. Thank you so much for understanding. Um, so next up we have got, okay, Shreya will take up these questions at the end. Not now. So next up we have got the coordinator. I hope you all have the number of your coordinator saved on your on your phones, and if not, do that right now. And I am also sharing out the support number in the chat. Ensure that you save the support number, because of in situation like this where you are not really getting where there's a lot more immediate support required, it's better to call the support number instead of calling out your director, because your coordinator, because um, they'll be able to there will be always someone who can actually guide you out during your challenges. Like if you're not able to attend the session, someone will be always be answering your question or your calls on the support number. Next up, if you need any kind of help with the invoicing, with the um, payment, sales coordinators are the one who have probably helped you with connecting or enrolling into Digital Vidya. Give a call to them. And lastly, we have got the placements team member who will help you with interview preparation, who will help you with getting onboarded to the right job, who will find a perfect job for you, who will help you with resume writing, who will guide you with how to prepare yourself for that interview. But these people will come into role once you're on the verge of completing the course. So they are not really connecting with you right now. They'll help you only when you are ready for the job. So by ready, we mean that once you have completed the program in a right manner, with all the assignments and the live sessions, only then you'll get the placement support. And because otherwise you will not really be able to sit or crack down the interview, because you don't know much about digital marketing or any specific domain of digital marketing, which is really important. Does this make sense? Any questions, guys? Other than the website question, I've packed all your questions. I'll take up all your questions once we are on that topic. But other than website, any questions, guys? Learning Center is your LMS. I hope you all have seen that. If not, I'll show you the LMS in a shorter period of time. We'll do a lot of things, a lot of URLs. So, all of you, is there anyone who hasn't seen his or her LMS till now? Rishi, unfortunately, we don't currently don't have a WhatsApp group or any WhatsApp support in terms of answering the queries which can be done. You can just use the Q&A platform. Okay, none of you have seen. Okay, guys, so I'll just stop to show you out what is an LMS. Give me a second. Okay, I am just working on it. I'm just showing you out. Give me a second. Here is the URL. Probably for most of you, it will be showing a video. If you log in, your username and password is your email ID. If you are logging into the LMS first time, it might take a few minutes, a few seconds to load out. So this is what your LMS looks like. For most of you, it will be asking you to watch a video. Super. So if you log in, this is what it will be showing. Considering I'm one of the admin, it will be showing. It is showing me a lot of courses, but for you, it will be selected one or two courses. This is the Q&A platform. This you will have courses somewhere over here like these. For example, I am showing out social media marketing course. You will have the pre-reading material, the weekly content, and some live projects in terms of internships. For example, over here we have an internship with NASCOM. How to do that, you will get to know. If you go deeper into it, you get the presentation, you get the quizzes, you get the tasks, which is your assignment for that week. And all you have to do is download the assignment template. It will always be available in the very first step um, of your assignment. Just download the template, fill that template up. It will require you to put in some information. It is opening on my screen. Give me a second. Yeah, all you have to do is fill in your informations over here. What based on what questions have been asked, and in the last step of each task. For example, I've downloaded this. I can just mark it complete. It will turn green for me. It will redirect me to the next step. Each task will have detailed steps. I'll just mark complete once I'll do each of these activities. It will turn green. And at the last step of each task, I am required to submit the file, which was supposed to be this one, and then upload it for evaluation, submit it for evaluation. Does this make sense? Is everyone clear how to submit the assignment? So until and unless this file gets approved, let me just submit it out. It will be now it will be showing me that my assignment is under the process of reviewing. So until and unless my assignment gets approved, it will not turn green for me. And until and unless the whole course turns green, I will not be issued the certificate. I recommend you to just be focused. That's why, considering it's an online program, staying focused is a bit challenging, but that's what is really important. I don't think considering I have submitted the assignment, it will not allow me to resubmit. All you have to do is just get into the course which you have. It will have all your six core modules and other specializations added to you as your course moves forward. Um, you get the weekly content. Each will have the presentations, which is available in the content. Week will have a quiz. Each week will have at least one task. And in the first step of each task, or in the first topic of each task, you have to download the template. And all you have to do is follow the steps as and when they are provided. So there are some small steps, there are some big steps which you have to follow as per the instruction. And in the last step of each task, you have to submit the assignment or upload the assignment based on the questions which are provided. So all I have to do, for example, here I have to paste in my Facebook page URL. You can just go to Facebook, copy your Facebook page URL, paste it here. What actions did I took? take on my Facebook page, I have to list those down. So our training assistants will review your actions, review your Facebook page, and accordingly will suggest you some ideas or will suggest you some areas where you can improve upon. Does this make sense? Any questions, guys? Okay, next up we have got the. I can see someone is here. Yep, Sally.
Hi, Divya.
Yeah.
I have a question. Like all the tasks which are assigned, so there'll be stepwise instructions for all the tasks.
Yes, there will be stepwise instructions for all the tasks. Some will have video
Hmm.
based, some will have text based instructions.
Okay, fine. Okay, yeah.
Sarfaraz, just check your email probably in the update section or so. You would have got you would probably have the email already on your inbox with the username and password. And next up, we have got the Q&A platform where you can just post in your queries, and our team will reply to you. In in this category, all you have to do is ask a question, put in your question, select the right category based upon whichever category it belongs to. Type in your question and submit it, and our team will reply to your query in the answer within 24 hours. And then we have got the certification. As and when you complete a complete course, you will get the certificate. Currently we don't have a certificate, neither do I, because I haven't completed as such any courses completely in the LMS to show it out or to get the certificate. Then we have the experts plugged in sessions. These are based on the webinars which we conduct on usually on Fridays, on few Fridays with industry experts. So these are crispier and more detailed version of those webinar videos. Yes, Sarfaraz. So you'll get the URLs after every session that this is your assignment for this week. This is your quiz for this week. You can download the presentation from here and you can just click on those URLs and it will direct you to the LMS. You will also get your session schedule over here. I don't have it for me because I'm not a participant. It will give you the course name, the start date, the status, if you're active, if it is paused, the timings, the joining URL, and the study material to check into. Then we have got the session recordings, which will show you the recording of sessions which you have completed, which you are currently pursuing, and which you have completed. In that case, it will show you a latest recording along with your own recording. And there's my notes section where you can put in notes and while learning the program, and you can just refer to the notes over here. So that's about the LMS. Any questions, guys, from the LMS? Okay, so now I have a question for all of you. What do you think are the challenges which any digital marketer is facing while learning digital marketing? So, whether it is someone like you who has just started out, or whether it is someone who is at a very senior stage, has been in the digital marketing space from past 10 years or so, but even that person is facing some challenges. Quickly share what do you think are the challenges any digital marketer is facing in the chat, in the call, or use the mic to share those challenges.
Hello.
Yes, Ellie.
So I am not a digital marketer, but I feel as per the market scenario, to sustain the market and to show your effectiveness of your product and how to be in the race along with other competitors. That is what I feel is the challenge.
Okay, thanks for sharing.
I I
Yeah,
I mean I have said as a digital marketer, but in
absolutely.
learning, I feel to understand the concepts and to build change, carve yourself as a digital marketer. That is also a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. So, considering the tool and the platform keeps on changing, it's also difficult to actually manage that out.
Yeah.
Rishi has also shared that how to find out what your competitor is doing and how to outbeat them. Um, as we all can actually see what your competitor is doing, which keywords is he targeting, what's his social media strategy, what kind of traffic he's generating on his website. So, yeah, absolutely. So, understanding the competition is a challenge. Um, is the effective digital marketing strategy? Everyone will have a different version, absolutely, Chetan. So that's also a challenge. Plus, there's always scope for improvisation because there's so much data available. You can always improve your digital marketing campaigns. Um, Rajesh is sharing technology, Google algorithm, new social platforms, SEO, everything. Absolutely. Uh, Sarfaraz has shared to cope up with the latest trends. Absolutely. Aman, how to be present to yourself in the best ways is also a challenge. So, what's your strategy or a brand positioning on an online space should be is a challenge because different. You can't really be a different brand or a different person on different platforms. Um, and Jode has shared to keep yourself updated with digital marketing. Absolutely. Shreya has shared keeping up with the latest trends and upgrade with it. Absolutely same, similar with Meenakshi has shared understanding your audience and their preferences. Yeah, so if you think from like a marketer point of view, earlier, like 2 years before, if you wanted to be a digital marketer, if you wanted to target people in the age bracket of like somewhere around 18 to 25 or so, the young audience, Facebook was the place to be at. But now and Instagram has replaced those platforms. Even teenagers don't really have an account on Facebook, while during some time back it was Facebook was all the way the place to be. And while now if you want to target senior age bracket from 35 plus, or 40 45 plus audience, there are quite some active on Facebook. So your target audience is also shifting their platforms quite frequently. You don't really need to get the data from the government, but actually that's altogether a different topic. Swaroop has shared to how to follow. In fact, you're um, adding to Meenakshi's point, how to ensure the policies are being met because of there are so many stringent policies with GDPR coming into role, um, with so much data chances of data scams happening, how you can maintain the privacy and the uh, privacy of your customers is also really important. Um, Swaroop has shared how to form digital strategy and choose the right strategies. Yes. Haritha has shared biggest challenge for me is digital marketing is which platform to use. Absolutely. Whether you should be present on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, um, then there's Pinterest, then there is Google, then there is YouTube, then there is multiple other websites as well where you can actually show your ads. So, how to be present on the right platform and be really impactful over there, that's a challenge. How to create user engagements for some dull product or services. Absolutely. So, for that, like if you see Max Facebook page, they are quite engaging and promoting insurance in on a social media platform in a fair fun way is challenging, so you can surely, you need to have some really creative mind to understand how to promote some boring or some I would not say boring, but some serious topics like insurance, financial services, B2B services, machineries, and get lead generate get some lead generation out of that is difficult on digital marketing. Keep up with the new platforms is, yeah, absolutely. So you guys have picked it up all right. The two core things were surely how to keep on updating yourself, get connected with digital marketing, in terms of the changes in the platforms, the changes in the algorithm, the system, and where your audience preference is, where your audience is present, is so vast that it becomes really difficult. Next up is there's no ideal way to optimize, or there's no perfect way to execute a campaign. So everyone will give you inputs, but at the same time, if you have picked up a strategy, ensure that you're optimizing and executing it in the most righteous manner. And as I shared that it is not really possible to learn digital marketing at everything of digital marketing in the right way. It's purposely because we can actually go into depth into each technique for like a period of 6 months or so. But by the time you'll complete that particular course, you will your knowledge will be obsolete. So that's the reason why we don't suggest any textbooks. That's the reason why we don't suggest any form of books, because by the time you'll complete that book, things would probably have changed. It happens with us as well. By the time we design the new content, things change while we are launching out the new content. So we have to make some tweaks to ensure that it fits into what is righteous and what is as per the latest changes. So you while this program will take you from someone who is a beginner to someone who is an intermediate to an expert level, the efforts you put in into doing the assignments, the efforts you put it in into executing the campaigns will define whether you are landing closer to an intermediate level profile, or whether you are landing closer to an expert level profile. And think of this course as a starting point, because it really is. The more you learn, the more you implement, will make the real impact. And a quick piece of advice for people who are learning or who are here for job: um, focus on the green modules if you're here for job or getting that freelance opportunity, because majority of entry level jobs and freelance opportunities are available in these domains, which is search engine marketing, email marketing, social media marketing, and search engine optimization. And senior level professionals and business professionals, they need to have understanding of both inbound marketing and web analytics, because they help inbound marketing and web analytics helps in deciding and defining your marketing strategy altogether. Any questions, guys? Okay, let's move forward. And here's another question for all of you. What do you think are the skill sets which are required to become a digital marketer? So, what, according to you, any digital marketer should know, obviously, other than digital marketing skills? So, don't share out social media or anything like that. Some skill set which any digital marketer should know other than digital marketing knowledge. Chetan, just drop an email to your coordinator or give a call to support number, and they'll give you a course access. Mm, Swaroop, start reading out some blogs, and you can get connected to digital marketing space in a better way. Anyone who wants to do digital, yeah, absolutely. Web analytics is required at each stage because it actually gives you data. For example, while you are creating social media campaigns or social media promotion, and Facebook will also be giving you insights. But at the same time, your web analytics data will give you insight of how that user who came into your website from Facebook campaign performed on your website. Did he buy the product? Did he not buy the product? How much time did he or she spend on your website? And a lot more information. So web analytics is actually integrated in all the modules. So that's why if you start from think from an executional level point of view, having an understanding of all the executional modules like email marketing, social media, SEO will get you the entry level job or get that freelance projects to you. But if you want to grow, if you are already in the senior level profile, or if you are setting up a business and wants to promote your business, um, web analytics and inbound marketing will really be important to set up that strategy. Swaroop, this actually is very dependent upon what kind of uh, objective you have. But to give you some idea, you can get started with HubSpot's blog. I'll just write down the name as well. Then there is, actually, I suggest you to go to Right Relevance. This would be the solution to all of your questions. So all you have to do is put in digital marketing, and Right Relevance will give you the top trending topics, the top blogs happening on that topic, and you can go here. And also you can go to Backlinko and Search Engine Lands, SCM Rush's blog, or even Moz blog to learn a lot about it. But each module or each trainer will suggest you some blogs once you enter into that module. What about B2B businesses? Which module will be most useful for me? So actually almost all modules, but especially inbound marketing, um, search engine marketing, and these two are the most crucial one, and a bit of social media as well. So coming back to the presentation, what do you think are the skill sets required to become a digital marketer other than digital marketing skills or knowledge? Oops, I'm sorry, I was talking on mute. I just pick up the inputs which were taken up. Um, Harita shared that patience is important. Shreya's creativity. Creativity and innovation. Knowledge is more important than skill. No, both is really important. Sometimes digital marketing campaign may go wrong. The results may not be. Yeah, that's true. Analysis and observations. Analysis, absolutely. Out of the box thinking, yeah, creativity is absolutely the way to go. getting updated knowledge of the latest technologies. So that's actually important for almost all the profile. Even if you are in the financial sector, things are changing so frequently based upon latest technology that you need to be updated or be connected to it. Creativity and good hold of English language are most important thing for me. Yeah, absolutely. Knowledge of various digital platforms. Yeah, absolutely. And creativity. Yes, you have all picked it up almost correctly. Um, so content writing and analytical ability. By content writing, I mean, okay, someone actually just shared that as well. By content writing, the creativity of writing and storytelling is really important, and even basic English communication skills are really important while you are working as a digital marketer, because that's what your job is. You want to pursue people to come to your website, buy your product, click on your ad, subscribe to your website, or subscribe to your blog, and then we have the analytical ability, which is about taking up right decisions based upon the data provided. So you have a lot of data which gets shared every time um, on the analytical skill sets, or on based upon what campaigns you have run through. Um, so content writing and analytical skills are really important. If you don't have these skill sets, you will never succeed as a digital marketer, because they are just core elements of digital marketing professional. At the same time, if you're coming in from any other background like UI designing, HTML, coding experience, JavaScript, CSS, programming language, data analysis background, or maybe as a marketing professional, if you're coming in from such background, it's surely an advantage for you. So ensure that you flaunt those skills or flaunt these knowledge in your resume, in your profile, so that you can tell the marketer or tell the hiring manager or tell your audience that you know a lot about digital marketing, because you have been coming in from a design background, you have been coming in from marketing background, and it's surely an advantage for you. So if you know any of these option skills, it's highlight them in your resume, in your profile. If you don't know these optional skills, focus on the core skill sets for sure. We currently don't. Actually, you can't really provide analytical skills or knowledge to someone that usually comes in with experience. But we have a basic course for content writing. This comes for free to everyone. Um, we have just curated the resources which were freely available on the internet, and they help you with writing down good emails, blog posts, and online PRs as well. So they'll introduce you. This is ideal for people who rate themselves average or below average in terms of content writing. So I've shared the URL in the chat. All you have to do is click on the URL, um, say yes, I want the course, and submit. The course will be added to your LMS account. If you are not really able to access the URL, probably because you are using a phone or you are attending this, not able to access the LMS, you can just wait for it. You will get all these URLs over email. Just confirm once you get the course access in the chat so that I can move forward. Yes, you'll get the URL in the email. This is added in our course. This will get added to our course. You have to fill up the form, Sarfaraz, and then it will get added to your LMS account. Cool. I think let's give another 30 seconds for other to fill in and then we'll move forward. We are running a little behind schedule. I think we can catch up probably. Yeah, I think we'll catch up. Sarup, drop an email to your coordinator. They'll help you on with this. If you're on the mobile, don't worry. You'll get all these details on email, so you can do it there. No, everything. So we'll discuss for what you have to pay in a short period of time. Don't worry about that. Pitfalls to avoid in terms of as digital Vidya's participants, we don't want you to do or follow such mistakes. Is do not compare your trainers with other trainers. If you are not satisfied with your trainer, immediately escalate the concern to your coordinator. They'll take up your feedback, they'll share the feedback with the right trainer and with the team, and accordingly, they take actions. But each trainer will have a different style considering based upon the experience they are coming in. So accept that because you will be interacting with 15 plus trainers while you are training with us. So do ensure that you are engaging and you understand each trainer's training style is different and learn from them individually. And there's no ideal way to learn or complete this program. Um, you can do any module first, any module second. It doesn't really makes a difference, but there will be certain times where you will feel that oh, I should have done probably inbound before email marketing, SEO before SMM, but there's no such way. It's just that all these pieces are like pieces of puzzles. It doesn't really matter which one you put in first. All of them will start making sense once all of them are completed. So, but if you have any preference, you can let us know and we'll schedule your modules accordingly. And ensure that you complete your assignments on time so that you do not delay your assignment submissions and you get the certification and course completion certificate on time with the examination and the placement support. Everything happens on time. So if you are delaying it, it means that your assignments, your certification and your course completion will also be impacted because of your delay in assignment submissions. And think of our team as someone who is reactive. So if you're stuck somewhere, just let us know and we'll guide you out. We'll pause out the program if you're not able to attend. We'll reschedule the batch for you if you're not able to make it. We'll help you with the assignments. We'll give you give the trainer feedback that you are not able to cope up with any specific thing. But do not think of just do not go on a mute basis or do not just be think that we are not understanding it because we don't know what challenge you are facing. Considering it's an online program, we want you to talk to us and share your concerns with us as much as you can. And our placements team will approach you once you're on the verge of completing the course. So do not worry about placements until the time you complete the program. Till then, just focus on completing the program in the rightest and the best way possible. So, here's what we have an expectation from you. The very first thing is ensure that you complete your assignments on time. Do not delay that because that will impact your certifications. Log in 5 minutes before, like most of you did, to ensure that there is no audio issues or there's no internet connectivity issue, and at the same time you are in the session and ready for it. Plus, you can ask the trainer questions based upon your last session's discussion or last session's topic. Ask all your questions on the Q&A platform so that we can respond to your questions over there. in the immediate manner. Otherwise, there will be delay because you'll add some chain of people in between. And give us regular and honest feedback after every session, after every module completes, and even after every assignment gets evaluated. We go through feedbacks every week, every time after you give or share those feedbacks with us. So we don't want to miss out on any of the challenge which you are facing while training with us. And lastly, we expect you to spend out somewhere around 2,000 rupees during the program. So here's where what Sarfaraz the expenses come into role. These expenses are actually for running down the ads, especially Google search and display ads. We suggest you to run out ad budget of somewhere around 500 for Google search and display advertising. That's purposely because we want you to show or experience how your campaigns or the ad which you created will is performing in the real world, and you can't really do that without running down those ads. And same is with Facebook. We want you to spend out certain money so that you can generate reports, get your ad actually assessed by Google or Facebook itself. So it's really crucial to run down the ads. At the same time, you can increase or decrease the budget based upon what your pocket allows. You can start by as low as 100 rupees budget for each of these. Uh, the more amount you spend, obviously it will have more data. But 500 rupees will generate you sufficient info of what kind of campaign did you really create it, or did it really performed well in Google search. Uh, or display advertising. So this expenses you have to do once you enter into search engine marketing module. Then you have to pay for Google search and Google display. You have to do it on your own. You have to pay directly to Google. Digital Vidya will not be playing any role in that. Plus the ads you will be running out will be on your own blog. So that's also you are doing it for your own business or your own website. And same as with Facebook, once you enter into Facebook advertising module, you have to run down the ads. You have to pay directly to Facebook, and you have to create those ads for your own website or a blog which you create in the program. Or if you already own that, you can use that blog or website. And thirdly, we have the domain name, which needs to be bought in this 1 week. So if you don't have a website, you have to buy a domain name. Domain name usually comes from as low as 300 rupees and can be really expensive in millions as well. So on an average, the usual starting range of any domain name is 300 to 800 rupees depending upon which domain you buy. So if you buy a .com domain, it will be expensive. If you buy a .co.in domain, it will come cheaper. If you buy a .xyz, it will come cheaper. So that's how the domain name things work, and that you have to do it in this week because you will be setting up your website this week. If you already have a website, then you don't have to buy a domain name. You can use your existing website for the project as well if you're using that website as your project. That's all the expenses which you have to incur throughout the program. There's nothing else which you have to bear. Um, Everything else will be either provided by Digital Vidya or is in partners with some organization, like we are in partners with AWS, who gives you hosting for free. So you don't have to worry about getting the hosting. We'll give you 1 year's hosting for free. But considering domain name is like buying a real estate property, we can't buy that for you. I hope that answers all your questions. Any questions other than the website questions, once again? Um, is there any question? If there is, just let me know. I'll give out another 30 seconds for questions. If not, then we'll discuss all your website related questions in the next panel because we'll be moving into your very first assignment for this week.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, Meenakshi.
Divya?
Yes, Meenakshi.
So, Divya, I just clicked on the link that you had shared for the content writing skill.
and it did ask me to submit, and I did, but it is not added to my schedule, my session schedule. So how do I go back to it if I need to?
It will not be added to your schedule because it's a self-paced program. It is not really a live session-based course. Let me just show you how it looks so that you can have a better idea.
So,
It
so
it is
it is open in front of my eyes. It says content writing skills,
yeah.
but suppose I don't want to do it right now and I do it later. So how do I put it in my, like, how do I go back to it again?
You it will be added to your LMS. So once you log in into your training account, now this is your LMS account. Whenever you log in into here,
Yes.
you will see the course. So, for
Okay.
example, for me, it will be there on the list of courses. Just directly go to courses from here, and it will show you the courses.
Courses.
Yeah, in that it's
Okay.
showing
All right. So I'm just trying to go to courses. Let me see if it's
yeah,
still there.
loading. I think probably because I have a lot of um, courses in my LMS, it's loading slow for me. In the meantime, I'll answer some of the questions. Um, yes, Rajesh, you can use your website for the project. Should we build a website this week? Do we need to know HTML and CS for making the website? No, we are not doing going or deep diving into the coding part of the website building. So you don't have to know HTML or CSS while making the website. So for us, it's content writing. Yes, you can do it later. It's added to your LMS. You can do it at your own pace. And if it is showing video for you guys, Aman, I think it is showing because it's mandatory to watch the video before starting out the program. Um, so like I'll just figure out. Okay, I'll just find it out directly. So then actually it should be showing something like this in your courses section, and whenever you log in into here, you can see the course, and it will be accessible throughout. Got it. Thanks. So I think we can. Any more question, guys? Otherwise, I'll move into why you need a website, why we are building one, and all website related questions. Aman, you have to watch that. I think that was supposed to be watched before starting out the session. Don't worry. After completing the session, you'll get all these details over email. You can access all these details afterwards. Plus, in the meantime, Swaroop, for him, it's the video which is mandatory, so I don't think he'll be able to access it. You can do that at a later stage. I mean, in the meantime, just understand how to do things in the session. Oh, super. um, okay, so let's get into why do you need a website? Um, and at the same time, I want all of you to fill up this form. Yeah. So the assignment for this session is your website building, Haritha. We'll discuss that, how to do it. So I want all of you to fill in this form in which I want to understand what is your objective. So share your email ID, your name, and what is your learning objective. It's ideal to select just one objective. Don't write down that I want to be a freelancer and I also want to get a digital marketing job. Select one core objective. If that gets fulfilled, your course will be successful for you. Um, Just confirm once you fill up the form so that I think you guys are. Yep. So the funda of building up a website is you guys are here to learn marketing and in an online space. And as a marketer, we want you to run down ads. We want you to create Facebook page. We want to create landing pages. We want you to create and understand user data on the internet. We want you to run ads on Google search. We want you to build up a website, optimize a website on any page in such a way that it ranks on the first page of Google search result. So we want you to do all these things on your own while you are training with us. So that's why we have mandatory assignments each week. Um, but at the same time, in order to market anything, you need a product which you can sell or which you can promote or which you can market. So, considering a lot of you will not be having a website, we have created a blogging course which we'll provide to people who don't have a website. But if you already have a website, we don't really care that whether that website was built by you, by someone else, by your friend, your family member, or even an agency. If someone else has built up that website for you, you can use that as long as the owner of the website allows you to do. Um, if you even have a friend or a family member or some business, maybe a departmental store nearby who has a website and you want to work on their project, you can do that as long as you have the admin access of the website, because that is what is required to edit and monitor and or modify the website to get that ranking, to run those ads, to implement those codes of tracking, to understand how your campaigns are performing on that website. So is there anyone who already has a website and would like to take up that website as their project? If you already have, just it doesn't really matter who has built up the website. All you need to have is the website and the admin access of that website. Is there anyone who has a website? Superb. So if you already have a website like Aman and Minakshi, considering you do, you can use that website. You don't really have to create a blog or a website or a new website for learning the program with us. Um, but in order to understand and achieve your objective in the right way, what in the next step I'm suggesting you out, what should be the ideal project of all of you. So if you want to do it, if you want to create a website, you can do it. um, but having some project is mandatory. The ideal objective or ideal project based upon your objective, I'm sharing that out with you guys. But you can create a website on blogging news, you can create a website on travel, you can create a website on fashion as well. But if your objective is not to be a freelance, a fashion icon, or if your objective is not to be someone like um, maybe some, if your objective is not to be some a site like Zoom TV or something like that which talks a lot about Bollywood news, then your project should not be Bollywood news or anything like that. But if your objective is to be someone like a Zoom TV or to set up a website like Zoom TV, I'm sorry, I've limited information about the entertainment category, so I'll not be able to give out good example. But if your objective is not like that, then you blogging news will not be your right project. But if that works, it's perfect fit for you. Uh, so talking about the learning objective. So if there's someone, if any of you wants to get the digital marketing job, your blogging project or your blog should be about digital marketing. in terms of a way that you are telling people what you know about digital marketing. So you can start with very simple blog posts like how to kickstart your digital marketing learning journey. What are the top 5 challenges any digital marketer is facing? Um, why did I join Digital Vidya's program? Why do I want to learn digital marketing? Why getting a career in digital marketing is really important. And then as you move forward into the program, you can do plenty of posts just basis on the topics which you are learning in that session. So every week, one blog post is highly recommended. You can just pick up a topic from the session, whatever you are learning, and create a blog post around it. So, anyone who wants to get a digital marketing job, he or she should create a blog on digital marketing, showing himself or yourself as a digital marketer because you want to show to the hiring manager that I am looking for, I am an amazing digital marketer. I know a lot about digital marketing. I know what is search engine optimization. I know how to optimize your website for search engine. I know how to get my website rank on search engine in 25 days or in 30 days. Any blog post like that. So it will be really beneficial. Plus, it will be highlighting you as someone who really knows digital marketing. So for that, here is an example. Neil Patel's website is the way to look at. He is one of the person who works who shows himself as a digital marketer. You can learn and grasp a lot about him from there. So any person who wants to be getting a digital marketing job, for you getting a blog or building up a blog on digital marketing is your project. Um, I will not be suggest. That's the reason. Like, if you are creating a travel blog, like I, I want to get a digital marketing job, but my blog talks about how to solo women traveler or solo traveling in India. Is it showing me as someone who knows digital marketing, or is it showing me as someone who knows or who travels a lot? It is obviously showing me as someone who travels a lot. So there will be a bit of personality or personal branding conflict. So if you want to show yourself as a digital marketer who knows a lot about digital marketing, your blog should be all about that. Does this make sense for people who are looking for a job or getting a switch? So, for example, if there's someone who wants to get shift, I'm sorry, I missed out the name. If you want to switch from profile like HR to digital marketing, especially if you have experience of like 4 or 5 years or more, it will be really difficult for you to justify that I know digital marketing because from the past 4 5 years you have been working as an HR professional. In order to justify that I know digital marketing, all you have to do is show your blog to people, whoever you want to show out to, and they'll read through that blog post and they'll say that yeah, that person really knows about digital marketing. So does this make sense, guys? Any questions about why you need a digital marketing blog if you want a job? Okay. So next up is the category of people who wants to be a freelancer. I'm also taking up someone who wants to start up a digital agency. Um, okay, I'll not take digital agency over here. That's a business, so I'll talk about that over here in the business category. So for 10 years banking experience, can I? Yes, absolutely. So you are someone who is actually into the upskilling category. You are not, you can't really be in someone who can get into an entry level digital marketing job. So if you're in the banking space from past 10 years, You can talk about banking space and digital marketing, and integrate both of them. So that we'll talk about your case, Rashid, in a while. So people who are looking for freelance jobs, for you, what you have to do is it's very similar to what people with digital marketing job wants to do it. But for you, your target audience would be small businesses or small brands who are just starting out. So your blog post should talk about how to get your first 500 likes on Facebook. Um, Marketing strategy for someone who is just for a startup, zero budget marketing strategy for a startup. So just specify your content to startups or businesses, and start your blog as a digital marketer only, as someone who wants to get digital marketing job only. um, and that would be your way forward. So even for people who wants to get or be a freelancer, your blog or your theme of blog should be freelancing only, should be digital marketing only. But for you, the audience would be um, startups and businesses, so that after some point of time, once you're ready with getting that freelance project, all you have to do is integrate some forms and have questions like, if you are looking for, if you need help with how to get those 500 likes quickly, connect with me over a 10 minutes call, and give your and have a lead gen form attached to it. So that's how freelancers should work. Any questions about freelancers, guys? Does this make sense? Any clarity required? Questions? So both freelancers and people looking for digital marketing jobs, both of you have to create blog on digital marketing. But for digital marketing job people, your objective should be to highlight yourself as someone who knows a lot. While for people who wants to be a freelancer, your objective should be to show startups and young or small businesses that you know a lot about startup marketing and you know a lot about startup online marketing. What is the difference between a blog and a website? So, website is any blog, anything is a website. Blog is somewhat like there's e-commerce website, there is a blogging website. So, blog is a category of website. Um, Even if you code just one page and write that, "Hi, my name is Divya Mahajan," and upload it to the server and make it something that it's just one line is showing that my name is Divya Mahajan on the internet, even that's a website. While blog is writing out content and writing out blog post for writing down content and writing down blog post as such, long blog post, which actually really helps in any marketing activities. So websites are very stagnant. If you talk create a normal business website, it is very stagnant, and Google doesn't really acknowledges stagnant websites. Like there has been no updates from the past 5 months, or there has been no updates from even past 1 month. Google will consider that website as stale. So always all the website or all the business owners integrate some form of blogging or some form of activity, so that the website can be updated every week or so, that Google know that yes, this website is exciting and is really active for its users and will be beneficial as the owner is updating it regularly. Chetan, we'll talk about that shortly. Firstly, we need to understand on what topic do we have to blog. Um, yeah, it can be done, but the audience size will be like very limited. So until and unless you are a very big brand, Probably like if you go to Versace's website, they'll not be blogging much. Probably if you go to websites like Jimmy Choo or even for Indian brands like probably Fab India as well, if you take to a smaller scale, but they are already an established brand, they will not be updating or they will not be having a blog. That's because they don't really need to create a blog or get traffic onto a website using SEO. People can just search Versace or people can just search Fab India and they can land to your website. But if there is a person like me who's starting out um, organic clothing brand, for me, which goes by the name Jute and Who, uh, no one will be searching for Jute and Who in today or in the next 4, 5, 7 years until and unless I create a brand. But people are searching for Fab India, so that's why they are ranking out. But if you do a search on keywords like organic clothing, natural clothing, cotton kurtas, cotton kurtis, Fab India will not be ranking anywhere close to what Amazon, Flipkart, or any other new business website as compared to Fab India. That's because they are not investing on this um, search marketing strategy as much as they are investing on their branding activities because they are a big brand now. Does this make sense, Aman? Can you show? You can just go to any website, even if you like go to digitalvidya.com. Each website has a blog, especially if it is dependent upon digital marketing activities to get traffic or to generate leads. So if you go to Digital Web Vidya's website, we have webinars which gets updated frequently. We have blogs which gets updated frequently. So like if you see, we had a last webinar. I'll just show you. We had our last webinar on 5th of April. Our next webinar is on May 1st and it is already live. And this one gets updated very frequently. So this page gets updated frequently. Our last blog post actually happened yesterday. Our previous blog post also happened yesterday. Even that happened yesterday. Okay, a lot of blog posts happened yesterday. This one was day before yesterday. So that's why people invest in blogging. That because okay, let me tell you one thing. The simplest way for this is anything which is on the internet, which is hosted on HTTPS, HTTP and is a www dot anything. It's a website. So even if you go to example.com, this is also a website. Anything which is available on www, that's a website. Website has multiple category. It can be an e-commerce website, it can be a blog, it can be a software or a tool website, it can also be a video based website, probably like YouTube. It can be a dashboard. So blogging is one of the platform where people are just blogging around. So Scoop Whoop, it is a website. Everything is a website, but what they do, they just blog. So wherever you are writing down content, you're writing down stories, you are writing down articles in an online space, that's a blog. Does this make it easier for you, Aman? Anything hosted on www, it's a website. Just think it from that point of view. And people use blogging to get traffic, to get visitors onto their website. So getting back to the presentation, to the topic. Just give me a second. Okay, Swaroop has shared. Thank you so much for sharing, Swaroop. That's more of a business answer to what website is, but technically it is different. Okay, let's not deep dive into that. Next up is for people who are here for upskilling. So if you have been in the real estate business from past 10 years, would like to move forward as a real estate agent probably and continue with that, and you want to learn digital marketing probably to earn more leads, to get more traffic on your real estate business or real estate website, your blog, if you don't have a website, your blog should talk about your core business, which is real estate, and you can implement your digital marketing learning to promote your core profile, which is obviously real estate. So if you are an HR professional, wants to continue as an HR professional but want to build up a brand of yourself, that yes, I am one of the most amazing HR professional in the country, in the world, want to get some awards, want to join a very big organization as the HR head or learning and development head of that business, um, you can create a website around you promoting yourself as someone who knows about a lot about human resources and a lot about learning and development, but at the same time you can use your digital marketing skills to promote that aspect of yours. Instead of showing the world that you are a digital marketer, you're showing the world that you are an HR professional or a real estate agent or any other profile, whichever you want to be at or are currently at. Does this make sense? I think there were limited people with who wanted to be upskill their profile. But if there are any questions about upskilling, and lastly, for people who want to, yes, I mean, you can do that. Blogs are usually created on a subdomain if you already have a business website for that. Um, so, Sarfaraz, what do you want to be? Like, you want to get a digital marketing job, or you are already in the e-commerce space? So, what exactly are you looking for? Can you share more about that? So you want to add digital marketing skills. Yeah, so whatever your core skill set is, you can just highlight the core skill set and integrate digital marketing skills to your profile. Say that I know a lot about e-commerce, plus I can also market e-commerce businesses. Um, Lastly, we want for people who are here for business. So even if it is setting up an agency, for you, your business website is the best way forward. You don't have to create a blog. If you want to, you can kickstart with the theme around your business. So, for example, I want to set up the organic clothing website or organic clothing line, which is very much similar to what Fab India offers. Um, but at the same time, I don't have the resources with me right now. I don't have the uh, capacity to manufacture and do all those activities. I can start with writing or talking about organic clothing in a way. What are the types of organic clothing? How to get one? How to be stylish? How to look stylish in organic clothes? And all those information. And I can start with that. But the ideal way is to actually build a website around your business. Meenakshi, we'll talk about it. I'm sorry this took a bit extra time. We are just jumping into how to create a blog. Any more questions, guys? I'll take 10 more minutes to understand, to help you out with how to create a blog. So, this is a form which I'm sharing with all of you in the chat. Just go to that form, select I want to create a blog and submit it. Once you do that, you can access the second URL as well, in which you learn how to create that blog. Confirm me once you fill up the form and once you are on the second page. This would be the second page. If you are not able to, do it, um, don't worry, you get all the URLs over email. It's the same. Your email ID will be your username and password. Guys, are you here? You'll get all the URLs over email. Yeah, Prishi, you have to do this later. As I shared before, it will self-paced. You have to take it slowly because a lot of technical integration needs to be done. If you are stuck somewhere, you can give a call to your coordinator, but we'll discuss what are the actions you need to do at each step in another 5 minutes. We take another 5 minutes and discuss what to do. Superb. So let's talk about the course. If you see, you have finalized the niche, which is your theme of the blog, like digital marketing can be your niche, or if you're a freelancer or a digital marketer. All you have to do is this was the step one, which we have already done. The next action is to find the domain name. You can read about how to buy a domain name, what are the domain extensions options. Then you have to buy it from GoDaddy. What you have to do is click on the link provided here, GoDaddy, get it here, by type your domain, like for example, digitally market you can be the domain which you want to do or which you want to get. Just search your domain. It can be based upon what your business name you want to have. For example, for me, it is showing me that .in is available. You can just add it to the cart. Do not go on the pricing which is just showing. It might give you offers, it might not. Um, do not go for ownership protection or anything like that. Continue it to the cart. Ensure that it is giving you 1 year subscription and you're not buying. So like if you see, it was showing me 150, somewhere around 150 before, now it is charging me 520. So you have to do a research, think of your business name, take some time, and then buy the domain name with utmost thoughts. Once you do that, all you have to do is sign in and then buy it out for your own business. That would be your step one, in which you get the domain name. So, domain name is the name of your business. For example, for us, it is digitalvidya.com. That's our domain name. and digitalvidya.com, digitalvidya.co, digitalvidya.co.in. All of them are different domains. So these are not the same domains. You have to buy all those domains separately. Next up is you need to get the web hosting. Web hosting is the place where your website's data gets stored. So where all these information, these screenshots, the content, everything gets stored in the web hosting. And we are partners with AWS and we provide 1 year subscription of AWS for free. How to get the AWS hosting? Amazon Web Services. It is actually the leading hosting service provider. You can just buy it, follow the steps as per provided information, and buy the hosting. And finally, you need to install the WordPress on your website. It's a really long process, so you have to follow each step, and that's why we don't do it in the session. Um, so, like if you see, you have installed WordPress over here, and your website can look something like this, or something based upon what your default website will look when you go into WordPress. As the next step, you need to connect your domain, which is, for example, digitalvidya.com, to your Amazon hosting. You have already connected Amazon hosting with WordPress. Now you have to connect your domain with Amazon web hosting. And we have these steps over video. You have to follow through the video, take same actions which are there in the video. It might take some time extra to get that mapped or get that connected. And once that's done, you are ready with your website, and all you have to do is create your profile, set it up, and your basic website will be ready. And then you are able to attend your menu, your sections, that courses should come here, your experts plugged in should come here, your theme should come here, something like that for a website. That would be your theme of your website. And that's how you need to follow each step. And we are not doing it in the session because it's not really, we are not really ready to do that in the session, and we want all of you to get that thinking time. At the same time, if you're stuck somewhere, give a call to the coordinator and they'll guide you out. So any question, guys? Anytime you're stuck, give a call to coordinator, they'll help you out. At the same time, these are really complex process and these are a really technical stuff. You need to take out those extra time and you need to be really conscious of what you are doing while taking up all these actions. Username and password surprise, give a call to coordinator or support team number and they can help you out. Meenakshi, you don't need to add that. You can just add access the LMS and everything will be accessible from there. Plus, you'll get all these links over email. Don't worry. Lastly, I want all of you to Lastly, I want all of you to fill up this form and then we'll just keep the round for Q&As, and we have just one small thing. Guys, quickly fill up the form which I've shared in the chat. I just take the names which are already here. So this will be your tracking sheet. You will also get this over email. All you have to do is when you complete the task, you have to put in done on each step. And once you complete the task, you need to ensure that you have your blog URL over here so that we can know what you are blogging about and where you are blogging. So whatever your project is, whether if you are creating one or not, ensure that you have your blog URLs in this sheet so that we know what your project is. Does this make sense? Any questions, guys? So this particular course has three lessons. Wherever you are, this course has three tasks, three lessons. So wherever you are, you can just share that. Mostly all of you have not started. Guys, ensure that you have your blog URL or your project URL over here so that we know what your project is and we can make a progress and help you improve your marketing campaigns. And this is your assignment for this week. You have to complete all the steps, lesson 1, 2, and 3, in this 1 week and before next Sunday, so that you are ready for the assignment which will be coming up from next Sunday onwards. So that's it from my side. If you have any questions, stick around, ask me your questions. I'm sorry we extended the time a bit, in fact, quite a bit. So, any question, guys, stick around. If you don't have any question, enjoy your Sunday with friends and family and have a great week ahead. And all the best for your journey and have a great kickstart to your career as a digital marketing professional. The more you do, the more you learn. So, ensure that you are implementing out all your learning into the program and outside in the program. That would be the most beneficial thing which you can do to become the digital marketer which you always wanted to be, or at least which you now want to be. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Any questions? If you have, stick around. If you don't have any questions, feel free to leave the session. Bye bye. Thank you.